Welcome to Empress Empathic. Like, share, subscribe. Trigger warning. This reading is going to be a bit of a doozy. So, if you're easily triggered and feel kind of uncomfortable about certain subject matter, please flee the scene now. We're going to start off with my Acts of Faith book. The reason why I say this is because the last few nights I've been getting some serious downloads. And the theme is, watch this, you were the waymaker, and you were the fly on the wall. Okay? Now, a lot of this has to do with things I've seen over the past decade or so, information I've been privy to just by proximity, based on my ability to be in rooms that maybe average people would not be able to be in. And this is not me, popping off on some cap stuff, but it has to do with the fact that, my talents had made a way for me over the years. And I've been offered situations where I probably could have been in a much different position than I am right now. However, the position that I ended up in was absolutely for me and beautifully calm and peaceful and wonderful. Had I made a different decision, I would not probably either be alive today or be as healthy and peaceful and calm as I am today. And this disclaimer is, what I survived probably would have killed you. All right. So, let's see. That my joy might remain in you and that your joy might be full. We were just talking about joy. And you saw me flip this book, right? That's John 15:11. Waiting for a particular turn of events is a good way to lead yourself into disappointment. Depending upon anyone to make you happy, make you feel good, or lift your spirit is a sure way to place yourself in isolation. When your joy is dependent upon people and conditions, it is restricted. Joy must spring forth from you before it can surround you. Joy must be the way you walk, the way you talk, the way those who come into your life feel off of you, right? Joy is knowing you are doing what you can, the best that you can, and that you're feeling good about it. Joy is knowing time is on your side, and wherever you are the joy. Joy is taking a moment to say thank you, a day to do for self, and an energy of sharing what you have. Joy is not what happens to you. It is what comes through you when you are conscious of the blessing that you are. I am the source of joy is the message. Very interesting message coming from this book, considering all that's been happening in the news lately. I will say no names and mention no deets, but I will say this. There is a reckoning, and God told me to tell you, whoever you are, because there are many of you, watch this. All those years you sat back and said, man, how is this happening? How did this person get away with this? How did that person get away with that? I mean, look at my life. My life is so... It's about to be the big turnaround. There's about to be a turnaround. Now, many of us sacrificed our dreams to create lives for our children. We've sacrificed our dreams to create lives of sanity, right? So that we were not caught up in the matrix. That is the material world. And some of us were so desperate to try to be a part of that material world that we sold our souls And I think many of us didn't know we were doing it when we did it, because when we were younger, we said, oh, I want to be, I don't know, a musician. I want to be famous. I want to do this. I want to do that. And we made these small compromises over time. Okay. Many people whom you see who are in the entertainment industry got there through many small sacrifices. And the sacrifices were akin to razor blade cuts. When you look at a razor blade cut, it's real thin. It's like, oh, it's not really that bad. But over time, cutting and cutting and cutting away at a person's soul, it really dims your light. And you do your best to try to dim your light yourself inside because you feel so ashamed, right? Don't be. God's got you. How does my body want to move today? When we move, we change our state and raise our vibration. This new elevated state becomes a channel for more energy. Are you moving your body today? Are you passionate about it? Is it time that you try something new? How does your body want to move today? Listen and joyfully do. There's a lot of frustration and anger pent up inside you. You want to shake it off, right? Just get rid of it. Who can I serve today? That's the point of this reading. It ain't about me. It's about who needs to hear this. In a world lacking soul-to-soul connection, small and simple acts are what create the biggest and most lasting impact. We shift our own pain and experience an avalanche of love when we lose ourselves in the service of others. Who needs you today? Listen to your heart. Who needs you? Make one soulful connection today and give solely to spread more love, expecting nothing in return. Notice the joy that you feel when you serve others. Okay? Now, I'll say this. I know a lot about grooming. I know a lot about what goes on with young people with a dream who want to make it. And this industry is cold-blooded. When I say industry, I mean the entertainment industry. Rest in peace, Chesley Chris, whom I think of so often lately. It's almost like she disappeared off the map and we never heard from her again because, you know, after her passing, under the circumstances, it's like we don't want to think about that. We don't want to talk about the ugly parts, right? That we blame it on depression or, oh, you know, no. Sometimes we're pushed too far, right? Not everybody can make it out in one piece. But many of us have. Many of us have, okay? And we're here as a living testament to prove to you that it can be done. And I said this a while ago. When you're leaving a situation, this is a reading I think a few weeks ago. When you're leaving a situation, don't make an announcement. Just go. Do it swiftly, but do it stealthily, okay? Cougar, assertive. In silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and the confidence to succeed. That's literally what I was talking about. There are many people who support you. You may feel isolated and you may feel alone and you feel like, man, nobody's going to believe me. There are others out there just like you who believe you and who know what went down. They're just not saying anything because they're scared to death. Dear love, be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. It's hard to be graceful when being triggered. It's hard to be graceful when you know what you know and the whole world is looking at you like, you're crazy, you're insane. you know, there's no way in hell that this happened or that happened. But you know it did. Okay? You're not alone. You're not crazy. Lizard regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are the master of regeneration. Okay, I know somebody on here has probably seen that show, Leo, on Netflix. It is hilarious with Adam Sandler. He plays the voice of Leo, I believe. He's a lizard, and he gets his tail chopped off. All types of crazy stuff happen to him, and he just regenerates his tail over time throughout the movie. The point of Leo is that we all have insecurities. We all have that part of us that feels that we are less than, that we need more outside of ourselves. And I'm here to tell you that you are enough. You are enough. As children, before the world beat the brakes off of us and ripped out our souls and set them on fire and slid us down a slide into a pool of alcohol and razor blades and lemon juice. Imagine that. That's what a lot of us feel like after we've been through so many things over a period of time, right? Before all that happened, we were so peaceful. We were just happy. We were innocent. There was nobody messing with our energy field. And we could just be ourselves and be peaceful and calm. I want whomever is listening to this to get back to that point. Look at your children as a guide. They are the best at just being themselves, being happy, right? And you are the generational curse breaker that stopped all of the hurt, the pain, the suffering, so that they could be the next generation to get out and be themselves, right? Fox. Clever. I give 0 fox. No. You are swift and smart. Situations, problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. Now, the person that comes to mind when it comes to the romance situation, you know, tread carefully when it comes to the romance. I'm not saying be completely closed to it, but also be kind to yourself. But remember, you really have to heal before you get into a relationship and wholeheartedly give yourself. It's very difficult to be in something new if you haven't healed your past yet, right? Okay. One more. Heron. Patience. Create a place in nature's stillness and be removed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring your rewards. You know what's interesting about herons or cranes, I guess you could also call them. I see them a lot where I live. Typically in the springtime, in the fall, they fly overhead. But the funny part about it is not many people notice it. These humongous birds, literally as tall as me, they don't notice. Unless they're in marshy areas or closer to the shore, then they're really obvious. I think so many of us are going to benefit through your story. So many of us who've been through the same damn thing as you are going to benefit from you pulling the damn covers off and pointing and saying, yep, it happened. It was real. And I survived it. I came out alive. Okay? I'm going to do some more. Remember, I ain't naming no names and saying particulars, but I'm guessing whoever needs to hear this catches my drift. First card out. Main male, fine gentleman, man of quality. Main female's partner. Main subject, well-dressed, confident, and direct. Maybe this is what it could be about. Military person. Military member, veteran, authority, disciplined, rule follower, compliant, government, intelligence, strategic. Maybe there's investigation concerning a main male. And when you think military, you can think every branch of the government, okay? Not just, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Love. Good match, compatibility, romantic love, friendship, falling in love, love affair, loyalty, and trust. Isn't that what we all want? We don't want to be subjected to being coerced into situations that are not love. Love is beautiful. Love is peaceful. Love is kindness. Love is safety. Okay? That's what we want to look for. High honors, achievement, success, recognition, awards, seniority, titles, degrees, popularity, high society. There are many parts of high society, by the way. There's parts that are a little ghetto fabulous, and there's parts of high society that are like Martha's Vineyard, Hamptons, right? Many people who were in the entertainment industry have infiltrated the quote-unquote high society. But I remember when I was younger, my mom was, she's passed on now. She was never really on the high society tip. However, she did kind of stick up her nose to certain people coming out to Long Island, further out where she was, in the Hamptons. She's like, no, just certain people shouldn't be out here. She was very bougie. Me, not so much. I remember that. Hope. Spirituality, new views, awareness, philosophical. And let's do one final card. A letter. Informed communication, such as news, notes, texts, emails, messages, notifications, alerts, video, or voice messages. Maybe you're going to get a letter in the mail. Just, check your spam. And keep your head up. That's the main theme of this reading. The world may seem like it's against you. I posted something earlier today. People thought I was crazy for a long period of time. I would make certain types of, what's the word? Observations. I'm a very discerning person. I have, my gift is not so much card reading. I have what you call clairsentience. I can walk into a room and literally get everybody's agenda. I've gotten out of situations where I probably should be dead right now. I have been around people where I smelled a certain kind of vibe and I was like, I'm out. Peace. Like, because I know, and I be knowing stuff and I see things with my heart, if that makes any sense. I ask whomever's listening to this reading to do the same in this situation. You're not alone. Everybody sees it now. It's not something that seems so outlandish anymore because of the internet. We have evidence. Okay? Speak your truth. You know what the truth is. And many of us know what your truth is, but just like you, we're too scared to say anything, right? But now, oh boy, the cat's out the bag. Do your best for self-care and take care of those around you. Keep them protected. Do those spiritual baths. Me personally, I like me some Epsom salt with that lavender scent. And stay in your peace, ground yourself. Jesus loves you. We love you. And you're surrounded by ascended masters. Me personally, I have my boy Metatron. Well, I shouldn't say boy. It's a male feeling energy, but angels typically don't even have a sex. They're just God's special ops force. You're surrounded, and ancestors too. And we're looking out for you. All right? You have an awesome day.